Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a mostly decent Monday evening. Welcome to the Dozer Den. If you have not yet smashed that like button, go ahead and give it a good thumping. You can lean in real close to the like button, whisper sweet nothings in its ear, and then just pound away. Give it all you got. Because it's a very, very special button, guys. Sometimes you can comment, you could repost, you could share. All those things are great, okay? But that button just sets it off. S. Henson coming in with a slap of that peach. Every now and then you got to slap that peach, and that is one of the emotes that you will get access to if you subscribe to Billdozer74 here on Rumble, or if you do the dozerden.locals.com. It's a measly $5 a month. The dozerden.locals.com. You can participate in the live chat there, one of the most free speech live chats on the internet. And you can comment under things that I may post, and you can post things that you find interesting in that community. And then you get all the benefits of a Rumble subscription, which are your name lit up in the most beautiful shade of MAGA red. That's right. You'll catch a Rumble rash. Everybody loves the Rumble rash. Some say there are better rashes. I say this is the best. It oozes patriotism, and the only treatment is more America and maybe more fucking Israel. How about that? What is up, Damn Bomb on pilled.net, coming over here from Handy News. Thanks for the raid, Handy. Appreciate you. What's up, Hamburglar Halper, with a slap of that peach? Every now and then you gotta slap that peach. What's up, Sangland? I saw you popped in the chat earlier before I started. I was 2 minutes late and gay, guys. 2 minutes late and gay. But guess what? Not as gay as Stranger Things got. Holy shit. That's the third topic. First topic, Zelensky and Bibi. Oh, they're holding hands, skipping along merrily to DC again, guys. We're setting records. We're setting records, Bubble Trump. About to put the dunce cap back on you, boy. Benjamin Netanyahu's back, guys, and guess what? Iran's back and better than ever. Starting up their ballistic missiles program again, because we definitely took it out last time, guys. Fuck everything. And every panikin that said that you were every person that said you were a panikin and that you were, a little bit demoralized or a little bit cynical with the first Iran strikes. Fuck yourself right in the ear. Just fuck yourself right in the ear. Because it's right back to where it's been. Oh, well, I just have to say, Israel, Iran, they're so close. They're so close. Trump, I choose you. Look at the sign right there. Right fucking there. There it is. And Ukraine is essentially Israel 2.0. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, guys. So we're going to talk about that. Those are Zelensky and Bibi, their merry skipping trip to DC to do whatever the fuck they're doing with Trump. God, it's sad. It's honestly sad. It's like the lion is tamed. I hate it. Maybe he's getting in good with him to just get him in the end. I don't fucking know. I'm going to try to be optimistic. Kim Iverson, I've stopped watching her because she's just... she latches on to some things that don't have any merit, and when you do that, I tend to stop listening to you because of your biases. And she's got some serious hardcore biases. She's not an unbiased journalist, I'll say that. I'm not either, but at least I call it like I see it. Yeah, she says there's not some not good stuff in the. Well, did she show it? You can unredact it. Did she show it? If she's got something there, then she can go ahead and do that. Were you calling people panicans, Harry Toe? See that tomato on X, by the way? Yeah, I tagged you. What's up, Harry Toe? Good to see you. It'd be a hell of an accomplishment. Your man parts are too big. That's with that type of attitude. Of course they are. Where there's a will, there's a way, and when there's lube and enough baby oil, talk to P. Diddy, Harry Toe. Talk to P. Diddy. He had all the baby oil. You know what? There's a baby oil shortage in this country because of P. Diddy. You know what? I'll let you slide. Not as well you'd slide with the baby oil though, Harry Toe. Well, I'm on one tonight, guys. I'm on one. There might be some rants going on tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have a news article pulled up for the Zelensky and Bibi visiting Washington again. I've got some clips, but honestly, I'm just fucking tired of it. I'm tired of Israel being involved in our country's politics. I'm tired of them running our presidency, seemingly running our presidency, and other foreign interests like Ukraine and the lobby that goes along with that. It gets rather fucking tiresome. And I'd like to see Trump say, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves, baby. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Where's that Trump? Bring him back. Come on. You have fleeting moments of independence from the bullshit, Trump. Be MAGA Trump again. Do that. Do that for me, please. Please. I'm annoyed. I'm tired of seeing that motherfucker in DC. Fucking tired of it. It cringes me with baby oil. Why can't it be seed oil? Well, you see, Harry Totu, the seed oil is bad for your body. You should really stop having so much seed oil on your man parts. RFK Jr. is displeased. I'm going to hell for that. Ah, God. And everyone will hate it. RFK Jr. especially. He's going to find your ass, okay? He's going to find your ass, Harry Toe, because the seed oil's on your man parts. Guys, we're streaming to Rumble, to X, to BitChute, to Pill.net, the dozerden.locals.com for 30 minutes because I'm not important enough, apparently, guys. If I get more subscribers over there on the dozerden.locals.com, eventually they'll let me stream as long as I fucking want. But until then, I only get 30 minutes because I'm a pleb. I'm not important enough. I'm not popular enough. There's a song that says you're going to be popular. You're going to be popular. Not me. Not enough. But we'll get there, gosh darn it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a little bit energetic tonight, okay? A little bit amped, fired up, ready to go. Sounded like RFK Jr. and Bush Jr. had a baby. My throat is a little bit off, so if my impressions are off today, well, I apologize. But it got cold as hell here in Southeast Missouri. It was 70 degrees, guys. 70 degrees when Lady Dozer went to work at 3:45, 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. By 6 o'clock, first of all, we might have had a tornado come through. That was fun. Windy as hell. Got very windy. No damage. There's a little bit of bark down, but, other than that, we were good. Someone's garage had a roof ripped off. That wasn't us, though. That was like 2 miles to the northwest. So we were okay. But it was dicey for a moment there. We didn't get in our safe spot. Billy, Mini Dozer, he went to the window and he was just laughing and giggling about the rain, which was nice because he was a very fussy boy after his nap. He was a very grumpy young man. Yeah, it was in the 70s. It was. Now it got down to 30 degrees, 28 degrees by the time she got off work. In a matter of hours, guys. That's the way Southeast Missouri works. Swamp East Missouri, you can have at least 3 seasons, sometimes 4 if you're really lucky. You'll have 4 seasons in one day. I had the air conditioner on the other day, guys. Saturday, I had the air conditioner on for just a brief moment to take the nastiness out of the house because upstairs it gets real hot. Downstairs, not so much. But we had a really, really strong line of storms come through. You guys probably experienced that. If anybody had any damage from the storms, prayers with you for sure, because there were some people that did. I think in Illinois, some people had some issues. It was a rough one. There were some really cool clouds. There was they called it a roll cloud, or I think a wall cloud, something like that. After the cold front came through, it looked like a gigantic contrail in the sky. I'm like, what is this? And it was crazy windy down on the ground, but up there, that thing was just chilling, not doing a damn thing. Just a couple hours later, I looked outside. It moved a little. Like, huh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Is it the fags? Just decided to go swimming with bow-legged women. Get after them. Get after them, Sanglant. Oh, there's a funny Sanglant posted in the chat. Thanks for sharing with the crew, with the amazing Killdozers here in the Dozer Den. Guys, did you know that there are some very interesting ways, some very awesome ways that you can support this channel? Any stream that we hit $50 worth of donations, I'll put on a fancy hat. Gosh darn it. I will. But did you know? We have Rumble rants. We have gifted subs. You can subscribe for $5 a month. 5 measly dollars. You get your name lit up in that beautiful shade of red. You get access to all of those awesome emotes like a dribbling Jesus or a slap of that peach. You don't have to worry about ads on this channel, and you get access to the premium content that I churn out at least 5 hours, maybe a little bit more per month. You can also donate through Venmo or Cash App. Bam! We have 2 QR codes. You can pick which method you want to donate to the Dozer Den household. That goes directly to the Dozer Den. Doesn't have to go through the Rumble app or pill.net or the dozerden.locals.com with the tips. That's right. If you donate in the dozerden.locals.com, it's a tip. Just the tip, some say. What's up, Potar Jr.? Good to see you. That's the way Nuclear Winter or Pull Shift will get you. I don't know. It was a really cool cloud. I'll put pictures in the Discord later. By the way, there is a Discord link in the chat. Join the Discord. It's a cool little spot. There's things that get posted there. I'll put things there. Other people put things there. It's a fun time. You can follow me on the X Machine at BillDozer74 __. All this energy is a facade to hide the fact that I am probably getting sick. But I'm fighting it like a beast because I got 3,000 units of vitamin D. That's right. Got to get the D, guys. Not D's nuts. No, we're not doing that. Rumble's been stumbling for me tonight. Well, that sucks, Potar Jr. I'm sorry. Saying that, I did write your last request down, by the way. It is on circled. It's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Honeybee Live. Apparently more confusing concerning lyrics about teenage girls, from what I understand in your message. Why, Singlet? Why? I was talking with people about that at work today. They're like, yeah, you listen to some of the classic rock from the the 80s and 70s and stuff. Very concerning. It was just the thing, apparently. Just the thing. 10,000 units of vitamin D. It's a lot. Little Brodozer got told that he should be having oh, that's what you take. Damn. He got told he should take like 5,000. I've not been told that I have low vitamin D. It was disgusting. Sorry. Burped up a Dorito, I think. But he got told to take 5,000. Mine's 1,000 I use on mine, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll just up mine up to 3. That's the thing. Those songs sound great. They do. Even Cherry Pie. That's kind of concerning too. But it is what it is. Different times, I guess, but also I'm glad we're not in those times anymore. Did you guys know Elvis was his favorite type of girl was 14 years old? If they were 14, as soon as they hit like over 14, he kicked them to the curb. It's too old for him. He was doing that up into his older years, from what I understand. The fuck? Why? Why is this a thing? I hate it. I hate it, guys. I don't want to hear. I'd rather know than not know. But we're going to talk about Zelensky and BB coming to the White House being gay with Trump. Secondly, we're going to talk about the Venezuelan land strikes. Is it an act of war? On its face, I would think so. But I'm just a guy that doesn't know about a whole lot about the official wartime powers or lack thereof. The president, I guess. I would think land strikes on another country would be kind of an act of war. That's just me. But whatever. I had no problem with the international waters shit. No problem with those strikes. None. Don't care. Land strikes, I'm kind of iffy on. That seems like an act of war. Just from my perspective, I don't know. Your mom kissed Elvis on the lips and got a signed photo. She was 16. Yeah, that's apparently that was just the thing to do back in the day, back in the 80s and the 70s. That just messing with teenage girls. Apparently it was societally acceptable. I'm glad we don't live in that society anymore. I've had a 10-year-old. My oldest kid is 10. You're telling me in 4 years that's somebody that would have been seeing like, ugh. It's wrong, guys. But we're going to talk about the Venezuelan land strikes. Hope I have that in the description here. Yes, I do. Venezuelan story. I probably should open that up. Oh no. There it is. It's a PBS article, actually. And, the links to the article, one article that we're going to talk about tonight is in the description. It's going to be a shorter show tonight, guys. A little bit shorter show. And I actually am not lying about that because, like I said, my voice is probably not going to last as long as it usually does. But for the time being, enjoy this smooth, sultry voice. Until it starts sounding like crap and it starts cracking. Because it will, I think. Got Holiday Creamy Vanilla Coke Zero in my cup. It's a seasonal blend. It's quite delicious. The closest thing to original vanilla Coke that I've tasted yet. Okay, the closest thing. The original vanilla Coke was so smooth. There was even a commercial talking about how smooth it was, and it was smooth. And then they took it away and they reformulated it, and it came back sour and a shadow of its former self. But anyways, third topic of the evening, guys. Stranger Things is gay. I'm there. I'm going to give you some. There's spoiler alert if you watch Stranger Things and you have not finished this current season. Spoiler alerts, and I'll give spoiler alerts when we get into the actual topic again. Okay, so your mom got married at 16. And your dad wasn't much older. That's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. I was 21 and Lady Dozer was 19 when we got married. I was 18. Yeah, I was 18 and she was 16 when we met. Teenagers, no problem. When you're in your 30s and you're going after teenage girls, when you're in your late 20s, when you're in your mid 20s and you're going after 14 and 15-year-olds, I'm sorry, that's fucking weird. It just is. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Back in the day, apparently, it wasn't that uncommon. I have a problem with that, though. I'm glad we don't live in that where it's societally acceptable for that to occur. But not judging you if that's what you did back in the day, because like I said, it was a different time. People, people, I guess, were expected to be out of the house at 15 years old sometimes. So, I mean, a bit different, I guess. You watched the first season of Stranger Things. Spoil away. I will. I'll kind of get into it because I have been. We are at the last episode of Stranger Things, and apparently it's done after this season. And the last two episodes have been almost Game of Thrones level. No, I'm now gay. Shit. Almost Game of Thrones level character arc destruction. I I just what? What is that? Like, I keep asking myself, this doesn't line up with anything that this character has done in the last four seasons. Why is this happening now? Why do we have a girl boss, fucking boss bitch, Nancy Wheeler, holding a fucking 12 gauge like it's nothing when she's 80 pounds soaking wet? I'm sorry, but that petite little girl would probably have her shoulder knocked out of socket at the very least from shooting that damn shotgun. And then she just takes out a fucking group of like Navy SEALs like she's fucking Rambo. Fuck, stop. Just stop. That doesn't even match with where she's been at for the last four seasons. Why are you destroying these characters and doing something gay at the end? Speaking of gay, we might end up watching the gay scene. You know what? I don't know if we're going to. But there's a lot of gayness. And gayness not even necessarily in um the sense of homosexuality. There were just so many scenes in the second to last episode, episode 6, I believe, of this last season, that I was just like, "What the fuck are we doing? What? Why?" And I had a couple drinks, and I was just like, I looked at Lady Dozer, I said, "This is fucking gay. This is just gay. Like, not homosexual gay. Just this is cringe. Ew. Why? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I hope you guys like the thumbnail." If you didn't see the thumbnail yet, there it is. Look at that. You got Zelensky and you got Israel 2.0, Israel 1.0, the OG Israel, and Trump is a superhero dropping bombs for Venezuela. That's Venezuela in the background, by the way. It's not easily seen. Grok didn't do the best job of giving me Venezuela in the background with bombs getting dropped on it, but there you go. That's the vibe. That's the vibe we're at right now, guys. Oh, it's so gay. I hate it. But we'll be okay, guys. We'll be okay. Serenity prayer is important in times like these. And you can just hope and pray that good things are going to happen. Maybe. I don't know. Never seen a single episode. You know, it's a good series. And honestly, you prefer the Flintstones version of gay. We'll have a gay old time. Did you hear my voice crack there, guys? Did you hear it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you lose 40 degrees in one day. Ugh. It's awful. Awful, y'all. But we're probably going to go for about an hour and a half tonight, maybe 2 hours if I'm feeling froggy. Lady Dozer has a double ear infection, so when she gets off work, she's probably going to come home and want to go right to sleep, which I am okay with. She probably needs the rest. Have I seen the ending of Grimm? I have not, saying Lant. I actually started watching Grimm, but then I stopped, but I did like the little bit that I watched. Grimm's a much better show, very dark. Yeah, I would say it's pretty dark. But yeah, but yeah. Okay, okay. Let me see. Do I have some things to share with you? Much grape is implied. Well, damn, guys. Did you guys see Pluto? Apparently, um, I forgot what Voyager or whatever spaceship from NASA went out to Pluto, but apparently it traveled 9 years, 3 billion miles in 9 years, and it took a really cool video or these pictures, I guess, of Pluto. Or it's all fake and gay, and this is just a close up of a freaking icy cluster. But we'll say it's Pluto, the ninth planet. Look at that. The icy peaks of Pluto. Formerly the ninth planet. Still the ninth planet, in my opinion. I don't see any abominable snowmen, though, so it's probably not real. Okay. Because out that far, that's probably where they're at. Just saying. That is beautiful, though. Apparently, that's Pluto. If you believe that space is real. I like it. Looks chill. But there you go. There you go. And thanks for the support on pill.net. I think General Samuel Fields with the red pill in the repost. And we got a raid apparently from Handy News at some point. Don't know when that happened. But thanks, Handy. Oh, we have some stuff tonight, guys. We have some stuff. Let's see. Here's some positive energy. Okay. This might make you feel things, though. This might make you feel things. Voyager 1 and I think 2 is supposed to be already in deep space. Well, that's nice. It was one of the Voyagers then. I knew I read something about that somewhere. Here's some positive energy stuff, guys. Might make you feel feelings. Not gonna lie. Check this out.
My wife passed away in July. We were just working in the garage, goofing around, having fun, and came back, and she just was dead on the ground. Basically, we were able to revive her enough to get her to a point where she was in a coma until the end of September, and last day of September, she passed away. I have 7 kids.
And what are their age? What are they range?
He's a year and a half to 16 years old.
Well, several people nominated you for the Secret Santa program, so we wanted to drop by just an early Christmas gift.
What's up, 17 George?
You can have the kids open that if you want, or you can. You want to see what's in there, dude?
Dude's got 7 kids. His wife died. I don't know when this is from, but hopefully they had like a give send go or something.
There's $1,000 for groceries.
For 7 kids, that's not going that far.
And then we have.
But it's better than nothing.
Have $1,000 for Walmart that you guys can go, and then I forgot to put one more thing in there that you can hopefully use this.
Wait, how much?
I'm assuming that's a fat check. For people come together and help somebody out in need. And if you're a widowed, widower? Just lost your wife. You got 7 kids. He's struggling. He is.
Merry Christmas.
What do I think?
You can thank Secret Santa, and they want to be anonymous, but we hope that you guys have a good Christmas this year.
So sad start, happy ending there. Good vibes. If it made you feel feelings, guess what? You're a human being. Congratulations. Why don't you see how much snow they call for? We don't get snow here. Okay, we get ice and sleet and freezing rain and mud. That's right. It'll be freezing, but we'll have mud. It's awful. Sometimes we get snow. What is that? I like that sticker over there, 17 George. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, that was earlier. Okay. Ice baby. Yes. Pretty much. Speaking of, ice pirates are mad, guys. They're mad about Nick Shirley's reportings. Check it out. Check it out. The ice pirates are grumpy. Why are their heads shaped like light bulbs?
Kicking out Somalis, you have to kick out everyone else. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking for all of my African brothers and sisters. If you kick Somalis out, you have to kick all of them out.
Your terms are acceptable.
All of us, we all leave together. Because if you kick us out, you have to kick everyone else. I'm gonna be honest, and I know everyone in the comments, everyone watching this video agrees with me. If you're kicking out Somalis,
yeah, okay, fine. You twisted my arm. Oh shit. If we kick out the Somalis, we got to kick out the other African imports. But okay, if you got imported here, you're not even a damn citizen. Scooch on. Go on. Get on. Go and get. Go and get. Is that a I don't know what it was. It's probably a tranny Somali. I don't fucking know. Oh, we're on YouTube tonight. Probably going to get strikes for that, but I don't give a shit. If you want to follow me on YouTube, you can. I have like 61 subscribers over there. It's never going to grow on YouTube, but that's okay. The water's warm on Rumble and Pill.net and X for the most part. BitChute, 21 subscribers. We had like 240 views on a video, though. Not sure what that was about. Probably robots. I think your little sister wore something like that to prom 20 years back. Ah, nice. Very gay. Very gay. It is a little bit of hydrocephaly. You're right. You're right, Harry Toe. It is. There's a lot of inbreeding that goes on in Muslim majority countries. It's not a racist thing. It's just a matter of fucking fact. And that's why not all cultures are equal. Keep your inbreeding sand people culture in the sand people areas, please. We have elites in this country that want to import that shit here to destroy this country, to destroy what could be a somewhat homogenous culture. That doesn't mean one race, guys. That means an homogenous culture, an American culture. We can have that. It's okay to have that. And not be told that, essentially, they're taking over Minnesota, which is what some of them are bragging about online. Fucking ice pirates. Starving Marvin is heading home. Go on. Just go on and get. Inbreeding is still illegal in the U.S. It's supposed to be, but let's talk about Ilhan Omar. I don't think she actually screwed her brother. I think they just technically married each other for immigration fraud, which should be enough to get her removed from Congress, right? Right. You would think so, guys. You would think so, but nay. We must keep the brother lover in Congress to not be racist. We must self-flagellate as Americans, and especially as American whites. You must flagellate yourself. If you dare question the legitimacy of anything from Ilhan Omar, one would think. Guys want to see an unexpected result of renting a cabin? Ice puppies. Those are wolves. Don't feed the wolves. They're going to eat you. So you rent a cabin, and then all of a sudden you find out it's surrounded by wolves. Just saying. You think she screwed her brother, Harry Toe? It's possible. It probably happened. Oh, they're not direwolves. Damn you, England. Why are you feeding the wild animals? Don't feed them. They're gonna come back. They're gonna eat you in your sleep. This is a horror movie waiting to happen. He's not even a dumb white woman, and he's feeding the puppies. They're not puppies. They're gonna eat you. Well, there. That's a probably unwelcome surprise. Just a little. I wouldn't feel very comfortable with those. Just saying. Oh, guys, did you know that the retard Tim Walz had a response to this stuff? Had a response to the fraud? We're not even this isn't even a topic, but we have to cover it. This dumb son of a bitch.
There's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed. I think for the community to maybe educate the population, because I think what you're seeing here is there's secondary victims in this, that there's providers inside the community that are then victimizing the community themselves by signing them up. Because when we're going to some of these people, they're like, I had no idea I was
Oh, this is one of the pathetic whites that I fucking detest
in this program. So I think it's asking us then, for every crime, which of course the majority being committed by white men, asking us to do more.
Proportionality, faggot. Let's talk about the proportionality here. Sack of shit. This was almost our vice president.
About that, I think it's crime in general. And I think the biggest thing on this is just making sure that we're educating the population. And again,
jail.
This is 80 people or so that have been convicted in this, maybe some more in that, out of a broader ring. Medicaid fraud will stretch across all racial demographics.
One judge threw out a case after the jury convicted the Somali fraudster because probably a white liberal woman.
Demographics, all ethnic groups. So I think it's really important for us to note each community's got this in their own myth.
Yeah, the phone number to one of those, I think was it the Leering kids thing, that if you called that phone number, it went directly to his office or something like that. What's up, Penny's Little Tucky Hilljack? Good to see you over there on pill.net. First time I think I've seen you there. Thanks for joining this episode of the Dozer Den. Appreciate the red pills and the reposts over there. If Tim isn't in on the fraud, forget retarded. He's brain dead because he was too retarded to know it was wrong. That's what he's pretty much saying about these Somalis. They were too dumb. They were victimized. They were too dumb to know. Is that plausible deniability that he's trying to give them?
But to blame them and say that they should have been responsible for stopping it, I think...
Yeah, they fucking should have been. They're big boys and girls, you stupid sack of shit. What a piece of fucking garbage he is.
That's a pretty hard reach. I think we continue to educate folks about why they shouldn't commit crimes. You would hope.
Is that a dog or a woman sneezing?
That it's being taught both at home and at schools and in our society. But no, I think this idea that the Somali community is to blame for this because they didn't do more, I think that's how we got into this. And that's, again, I know we're not going to lose the whole plot here. All this work that's being done, Donald Trump brought this to the attention like this is something brand new. This is not brand new, and it's been being worked on.
Why is he blaming Donald Trump?
But he made it white hot.
Oh my God, how dare he bring attention to this issue? Oh.
And very dangerous.
What a fucking piece of garbage. Those people, the whites that act like that, the whites that, first of all, the soft bigotry of low expectations, you dumb motherfucker. Also, I don't think he's really that dumb. He can't be that dumb. This is intentional. This is actual intelligent malice. I can't believe that somebody is that fucking retarded that got to a position of governor in a state. I cannot believe that it is incompetence. There has to be malice here. There has to be. There is no good reason for somebody to act like that. And to sit there and say that, oh, we can't blame those poor, dumb Somalis. They were too stupid. They were taken advantage of. They're the victims here. The ones perpetrating millions of dollars of fucking tax fraud on the people of this country. They're the victims, guys. That is anarcho-tyranny in its almost purest form. The criminal is the victim. How dare you? How dare you fucking bring attention to it, you sack of shit, you racist motherfuckers, you. How dare you? Those poor, innocent little retarded Somalis, average IQ under 70, those poor little Somalis. Fuck everyone. God. I hate these motherfuckers. We can't live in the same country. Balkanize at this point. Fuck it. I don't fucking care. If people want to vote for that shit, you deserve to not be fucking supported by the United States in general. Fucking chip away. Join your own little conglomeration of faggot blue states that don't require voter IDs and just go ahead and bend over for all the fucking invaders. fucking take it right up the keister for him, because that's what you really want to do, because that's your way of somehow making amends for the errors and the ill of the past. It's never going to be made up for. You move the fuck on. Bad shit happened in the past, yeah. But guess what? Had to be fucking done. Again, guys, I'm on one tonight. I'm on one. I'm a little bit sick, a little under the weather, so I'm a little bit fired up. They paid him to run. Why the Dems grabbed him as VP for the cash? Probably. You think Tim is in on it? Yeah, I do too. Don't overestimate his intelligence. I think he's intelligent enough to know that he was involved in some deep shit, like some dark shit, but not maybe intelligent enough to have been the one running it. I don't think he was running it. I'm not saying that he's a mastermind. Don't get me wrong here. But he definitely knew something. I remembered the rant button this time, guys. Forrest Gump had an IQ of 78. He did good stuff and was fucked over by Jenny. Jenny is the predator of that movie. Jenny is not the good guy. She's a villain, guys. She gave a poor retarded man AIDS. Jenny spread the AIDS. You've got AIDS. Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. Retarded AIDS. She did that. She did that to poor Forrest. Saw how skinny he was at the end of the damn movie. You got the HIV. What's up, Minnesota 260? Good to see you. Any infection? Well, there you go. Get after it, Mr. Joe Man. All the AIDS. Jenny was a bitch. She was a dirty bitch that screwed a developmentally disabled man. Sucks, guys. We haven't even gotten into the main first topic, guys. First topic. I guess we could talk a little bit about it. But first, I saw this big thing. On X. I'm gonna get serious for a second here, guys. But she did prove you can't be too retarded to catch the AIDS. My God. It doesn't even have pity or sympathy for those that are developmentally disabled. It takes all. One of those viruses made in a lab. Ah! That's a rabbit hole we could go down at some point. Ooh. Would that be an episode that we might do? AIDS has no empathy. Captain AIDS shows no mercy. Oh, man. Saw this thing today. And with it being wintertime and holidays, a lot of people get sad. This was an interesting thing that I saw. Excuse me. So apparently it was a Reddit post. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. But this is from a wife. She's got a husband. She's 29. Her husband's 31. She's like, been married for 6 years. I was cleaning the garage yesterday and found a folded piece of paper tucked behind his toolbox. It was a suicide note. He wrote it 3 months ago. Wrote about feeling like he failed me, like he was useless, like I deserved better. Wrote that he was sorry for being. I'm thinking that might have been an edit here, something and enough, not enough. Signed it with "I love you, I'm sorry," but he's still here. He's alive. He's laughing with me, watching shows, talking about the future, and I don't know if I should bring it up. I'm terrified that if I say something, it'll push him closer to it, but even more terrified that if I say nothing, one day I'll find a letter that isn't tucked away but left out for me. So this person, a female, actually responded. Quite a lengthy response, and I do appreciate this response because it's well thought out and quite nice. Answer. You tell him everything. You're absolutely gush, break down, sob, drag every ounce of everything you have into the surface, mourn his death directly in front of him. Leave no emotion unturned. Very few suicidal men actually want to die, but despair has taken hold of them. Sacrificial, note that word carefully, despair, where the only just outcome in their mind is their own end for the greater good, quote unquote, for some benefit. They value their lives as so expendable, so without value, that the best they can do for the ones they love is end it so as not to be an impediment to future happiness, or perhaps go out in a way that their loved ones financially or socially benefit. Men are obsessive. They fixate. That's true. And she goes, don't even get mad at me. You know exactly what I mean. And when they begin to fixate on how the most logical course of action in their life is their own end, it spirals. Goes from being a fixation to a self-fulfilling prophecy. They become a cult of one, just psyching themselves up into it, never out of it, waiting for the right moment. A dreamy calmness comes over them. That's why he's laughing, planning for the future, having a good old time. He doesn't want your last moments with him to be sad. He doesn't want to tip you off or worry you. Chances are he wrote that letter but kept it to himself so that when, after he lost his life through some accident that paid out well, you'd find it years later and know the truth. So the only force against such a monstrous despair is love. Pure love, brutal love, the kind to make the angels weep. That was kind of gay. Prostrate yourself and show him the entirety of your future. Pretty much shock him out of that dream-like haze. Be like, hey, wake the fuck up. You don't need to do that. So, that being said, to all the men and women that may be watching, let's go ahead and say really quick, you are not a piece of shit. Life will get you down. Sometimes you will feel like a failure. Sometimes you might be failing. But guess what? You're not a piece of shit. You have worth. No matter the darkness that you may be experiencing, a permanent solution to a temporary problem is never the answer. If you ever start feeling like that, please talk to somebody, okay? It's that time of year where people start getting down. The freaking weather sucks. It's darker. Holidays sometimes bring up some emotions. If you feel like you're going to do something, you're thinking about it, talk to someone. Even if it's a bro. Find someone that you can confide in. Say something. Please don't kill yourself. Okay? I like you around here. You're a good force in the world. You make it better. Don't kill yourself. Need to watch Sword Art Online, at least through the end of Mother's Rosario. I've watched Gun Art Online. That's kind of interesting. But all right. Enough of the serious shit. Let's see. Thicken up the skin, it gets harder. It does get harder. Life does not, yeah, it did escalate quickly. I was like, God damn. I was reading through it. I was like, shit. But people struggle sometimes, guys. It fucking happens. It's okay to be not the fucking man of steel that, you think you should be. Sometimes you feel like a piece of shit, but you're not. As long as you're trying to be better. As long as you're trying to be better, damn it. That's what matters. All right, guys. Did you know Zelensky and Netanyahu, some say, made a gay old trip to DC. And it turns out, guess what, guys? Bibi has said that Iran's ramping up their ballistic missiles program again. And Trump fucking has, I'm only just a man of steel. That's right. Is that the Fight for Fighting song? Did you just quote the Fight for Fighting song, Sangland? Is that what you did? It's a good song. If that's the one you quoted. I assume yours is good too, if that's not the one.
In Israel, through a very dangerous period of trauma. Israel with other people.
You're traumatizing your supporters with this shit, Trump. Stop it.
Might not exist right now, if you want to know the truth.
They've got plenty of military power. Oh, it's from the X-Files. I'm only just a man of steel. Which season is that from? I'm in season 3, I think, right now.
That's a pretty big statement, but it's true. I feel that. You had the wrong prime minister. Israel right now would not exist because they were met with a force the likes of which very few countries could have handled. And
Israel would have been just fine. They're a big country. They're big boys and girls. They can handle it.
And we worked together, and we were extremely victorious, to put it mildly.
The fuck you were? They're building their fucking ballistics missiles program right back up. Really? We were that successful. Really, Trump? Don't fucking gaslight.
Now I hear that
I fucking hate that shit.
Iran is trying to build up again.
That's not pee coming down on your head. It's a warm, glorious shower, not a golden shower. It's just a nice shower. You're getting clean. That's not urine. Ignore the ammonia. It's just the shower was cleaned earlier. That's not piss raining down on your head. Oh.
If they are, we're going to have to knock them down. We'll knock them down. We'll knock the hell out of them. But hopefully that's not happening.
back on him.
I heard Iran wants to make a deal. If they want to make a deal, that's
that motherfucking demon. I swear I hate Bibi. I hate him with a passion.
Much smarter. You know, they could have made a deal the last time before we went through, a big attack.
Good, Harry Toe.
On them. And
Good.
they decided not to make the deal. They wish they made that deal. So I think, again, they should make a deal. They want to make a deal, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Yeah, please.
Mr. Tampai, Nadav Elimelech, 24 News Israel. Would you support the overthrow of the Iranian regime?
Who?
Iranian regime.
I'm not going to talk about overthrow of a regime. They've got a lot of problems.
Oh, sad BB. Look at his lip went down a little bit. His eyes got a little sadder. Oh no. Well, Trump, you are being very bad. I make you you will get behind regime change.
And they have tremendous inflation. Their economy is bust. Their economy is no good. And I know that people aren't so happy, but don't forget, every time they have a riot or somebody forms a group, little or big, they start shooting people. You know, they kill people. And the people tend to, I've watched this for years. There's tremendous discontent. They form 100,000.
He's trying to start a Kamehameha wave with those hand movements, I swear. The Kamehameha.
200,000.
Right to Iran. Right to Iran. The Kamehameha wave. You can't take it. You can't take it.
People, all of a sudden, people start.
Master Roshi taught me the Kamehameha wave. Others try it. I do it best.
Getting shot.
Bullets can't hurt the Kamehameha wave.
And that group disbanded pretty quickly. So I've watched it for years. They're vicious people, yeah.
Will you support an attack, Israeli attack on Iran if Iran will not have a deal? If Iran will continue with their ballistic missiles and also nuclear weapons?
If they will continue with the missiles, yes. The nuclear, fast. Okay? One will be yes, absolutely. The other was, we'll do it immediately.
You also heard Trump.
Absolutely, Harry Toe, too. That goes right along with the message earlier, where you might have bad shit happening. Guess what? Good. Bring it. Let's eat it up. Turn it into something good. I love that. I do love that little that clip.
Hawkishly. Oh yeah, we think they're getting close to nukes again.
I forgot we got the frog prophet here. He's gonna be talking a little bit about Trump, a little bit about BB. Probably not happy. Neither am I.
I thought they knocked them back 50 years or 20 years. Then we'll hit them for sure. And if it's even worse, we'll hit them immediately. And Netanyahu is sitting there all happy and excited about that. So not good. Very disconcerting. Doesn't mean I like Iran or what they're doing, but they're isolated, they're surrounded. If you try to actually have regime change there, bring the Russians and Chinese in, it's just but hey, the globalists just.
I have not finished Breaking Bad, S. Henson. Got to the scene where the lady puked on herself and died. Then I stopped watching. No, wait, I got to the chicken guy. The black dude who had the chicken franchise. It was really big in the business.
13 months ago or whatever, overthrew Assad. They were trying that for 16, 17 years. So they've only got a few countries to take down there. But you heard Trump saying
probably would be good.
Netanyahu's a wartime leader, which I said before I went to the clip. Well, it was live feed. That's how he stays in power, is with the emergency. So he doesn't want this to end. He wants this greater Israel project. And then all the refugees, that they want to ship them here into Europe. It's just bad, folks.
It is bad. It's not good. I dislike where we're going right now. I don't want to see it happen anymore. And Israel 2.0 with Ukraine, guys. Israel 2.0 with Ukraine. It's just... these sacred cows have to be slaughtered. Metaphorically, slaughter the sacred cow, the metaphor that is the sacred cow. We should eat steaks from it. Metaphorical steaks. That's what we should do. That's what we should do. It's just... I'd rather... And then apparently we're entering into like a freaking... like a 15-year agreement possibly with Ukraine on defending them from the Ruskies. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm so tired of focusing on other countries. We have a bunch of shit in this country that we need to focus on. It is biblical that if you are essentially you're down in the mud of the well of your goodwill, right? You're not able to give anymore. You're not taking care of your own household. that's a problem. You shouldn't be doing that. But that's all we do as a country is we give and we give and we give. And it's detrimental to our country. Ben is just telling you they are vicious people. They might be, but that's how we get into war because someone is talking you into it. And that's what BB is doing. That's what he's doing. And I'm tired of it. Tired of people acting like he's some freaking hero. Tired of our Congress getting up and giving him freaking minutes long standing ovations. Like, why? He's even his own. If it wasn't for October 7th, like 2 years ago, they probably would have voted his ass out. Because even the Israelis don't really like him that much. But he is a wartime. And then Trump saying that he doesn't, he should be pardoned. Can't the judges there can't, freaking hold him accountable. I'm sorry, but what? What? Like this, I hope there's some 4D chess going on. I really do. But this looks bad. This looks so bad. And I mean, I can't say it doesn't. I got to be honest. I'm not going to lie about what's happening. I'm going to criticize when I see bullshit going on. I call bullshit. I don't like it. I wish we weren't being fed bullshit with a golden spoon. Just saying. Just saying. Worm tongue. A little bit. Let me see if I can find a Trump Zelensky clip. Because Zelensky came over, and apparently we're getting close to a deal with Russia. We've been saying that. He's been saying that. We'll see, I suppose. But, it gets quite old. It gets quite old. We could just pull our support back. That would end things fairly quickly with Ukraine and Russia. It really would. But now we have little Zelensky. He's taller than me probably, so I shouldn't be like that. But I don't like him, so I'm going to say mean things. What do we have to tell? Russia is very bad. Thank you much, Mr. Trump, President Trump. We are very proud people.
Another meeting in the near future between you.
Could very well happen, but I think the president said it the best. This is a war that should have never happened. It should have.
Yeah, we heard that before. That's a campaign slogan.
Never happened, and it wouldn't have happened.
Okay. We're tired. I'm tired of hearing this. Don't be a broken record, Trump. You're being a broken record right now.
It's a shame, but this is a war that should have never happened, and we'll get it solved. It's a complicated puzzle, very complicated puzzle, but we'll get it solved, and people get.
Oh, S. Henson, I'm a manlet at 5'6" on a good day. I got a big personality, though.
On with their lives. Too many people dead. Too many beautiful cities. I've seen those cities. They're so beautiful, and they, I don't know how you can ever rebuild them the way they were. It's not possible.
You have to come, by the way, to see our city.
I will. It's a beautiful country, beautiful weather, beautiful everything. But we have to.
I mean, don't we own most of your country at this point with all the freaking aid that we've sent over there? Oh, wait. That's been laundered. Sorry. Apparently, Lindsey fucking Ladybugs Graham might have received some kickbacks.
Get this over with, but
shocked, I tell you.
It's a war, and the president agrees. This is a war that should have never happened. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
I got steaks in the freezer.
Another meeting.
Oh yes, but yeah, they're skipping along. So happy to be here. Apparently he roasts the fake. Yeah, I don't want to fluff Trump for this. I don't want to fluff Trump for this. Cassandra McDonald with the Gateway Pundit. Would you consider lunch a bribe? President Trump turned a routine press conference into a laugh out loud moment during his meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at Mar-a-Lago on Sunday. As the two leaders sat down for discussions amid the ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict, Trump couldn't resist taking a jab at the ever-present fake news media pool. In a video clip that's already going viral on social media, Trump addressed the reporters directly, offering them lunch while slyly mocking their bias against them. Are you okay? Is everyone fine? Okay, so I'm not going to read it through because we're going to listen to it. Let's listen to him roast the media, I guess, for a second. You're 6'1". Normal height for a male. Look at you, S. Henson.
Are you okay? Is everyone fine? Margot, if you would, I think you could sit outside and have some food. Would you like to have food, or do you consider that a bribe?
Oh.
And therefore you cannot write honestly, or therefore you have to write a bad story. Okay, because if you'd like, would you like something to eat at this time? Yes or no? You can speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. Margot, take them outside, tell the chef, serve them a little lunch, okay?
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
That should
Please lead the
guarantee
way,
good
please.
stories,
Thank
but
you,
it
press.
won't.
Thank you, guys. We're done.
They'll only get worse. So go out of their way to make them worse. She gave us a hamburger. We have to make them better.
Alex, thanks. Press.
Don't eat the dogs.
Thank you,
You
press.
lead the way. Go outside on the porch.
Okay. That was something. But yeah, we had Israel 1 and Israel 2.0 that came over here, and Trump is just going right along with the establishment narrative on that. I don't know at what point we're going to see independent Trump come back. He has moments where the flares of independence pop up, and that's the Trump that I like to see. Whoa there, S. Henson. Whoa there. It's a good thing. But I'm tired. I'm very tired of seeing this same show play out over and over again. I'd rather see something different. I'd rather see us focusing on making this country great again. That would be amazing. Robert Gouveia had an interesting little clip, 1 minute and 20 seconds on this issue. He has a pretty solid breakdown of things at times. You guys should follow him. Robert Gouveia on Rumble, on the X Machine.
Zelensky told reporters that these attacks
That's why you have him clean it up beforehand, Sanglant. Come on now.
really showed Putin doesn't want peace. We want peace, and he's a man of war. The aerial attack over in Kyiv.
He's a very, very big mini head, Putin. Very mini head. Doesn't want peace. No, he's very mad. Very mad.
Lasted 10 hours, killed 2 people. I mean, like a 10-hour attack, you kill 2 people, injuring 44 more. Is it meant to kill, or is it meant to just kind of blow stuff up? You can imagine if they really wanted to kill a maximum amount of people, they could do more than that. And I'm, rest in peace to those 2 people. But a 10-hour attack, 2 people dead. It's like we've had a lot higher death count and ratios, like on 9/11, for example. Local residents were kept on edge into Saturday with air raid sirens blaring on and off. Speaking on board an airplane, Zelensky said he's looking for a signal that we're going to get binding security guarantees, repeated calls for bolstering the air defenses and more. According to a Canadian government official, they're also sending over more money, $8.4 billion. Trump said in an interview with Politico that the meeting with Zelensky, he expects it to go good, but cautioned that the Zelensky doesn't have anything until I approve it, said Trump. So in total,
it ain't up to Trump on the approval there. It's up to NATO and all the establishment war hawk Republicans. It's not up to Trump. It's not 100% not up to Trump. I think if Trump would have had his way, it would have been done in the first, week, couple months, maybe. I think if it would have been up to him, but it's not. The president is the CEO. He's the face of the company.
Russia launched 519 drones, 40 missiles, according to the Ukrainian Air Force. Man, we would love to have this war over and done.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But, the war machine rolls on, guys. It rolls on. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at with it. It sucks. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Here's Mike Pompeo being a piece of shit. And I did make a comment. There is a legal consequence for treason, Mike Pompeo. I think after due process, Mike Pompeo is one that would be justifiable. He wanted to kill Assange and Snowden, I think. Mike Pompeo, former CIA head, absolute trash human being. Not a good guy. Apparently, he's on the fat shot.
I mean, it keeps hearing more and more anti-Semitic sentiment, anti-Israel sentiment. Is that
just because you're anti-Israel doesn't mean you're anti-Semitic? Fuck off.
The direction of the party, or is that going to fizzle out? What can we do to make sure that we continue to protect the Republican Party to grow in the right direction?
Control the. My God. Every time, guys. Every fucking time. There it is.
Yeah. That there's this old adage that says, the friend of my enemy is my friend. You know, we have to call out.
Did he just say the friend of my enemy is my friend? It's the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Are you retarded, Mike Pompeo? Or am I retarded? Could be both.
Old adage that says, the friend of my enemy is my friend.
He got the damn quote wrong. That's not a hard one. That's not like some big philosophical quote. It's the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You dumb bastard.
We have to call out those, whatever. If we agree with them on 90% of the issues, and yet they are anti-Zionist or they are anti-Semitic, we have to call it what it is. We can't say, well, gosh, they agree with me on limited government. They think taxes should be lower, or they're good Christian people. That's great. When someone, whatever political party they are, behaves in a way that is inconsistent with the love of their fellow man and the love of the Jewish people here in the United States and the Jewish people in their rightful homeland in Israel or wherever they may be in the diaspora, Republican leaders have a responsibility to not only just call it out, but explain why that's so deeply inconsistent with who we are as conservatives and Republicans. I think that's sometimes the hard part, is to say, gosh, Joe's my friend, and Joe said something like anti-Semitic, and I don't want to.
I hate it when people weaponize the Bible. I do. Wood chipper. After due process, sure, Mr. Joe Man, sure.
Make Joe mad. That Joe agrees with me on being pro-life or whatever it may be. No good. That's insufficient.
No good. You can be 99% in agreement with somebody, but if you dare question that sacred cow that is Israel, if you dare even for a moment say that maybe Israel's doing something just a little bit sketch, you dirty, dirty anti-Semite, we have to cast you out like the demon that you are. No. Israel is the best country in the world, and if you dare step out of line, if you question it even a little bit, even if I agree with you on 90% of the issues, go fuck yourself. If you dare question our support of that wonderful, glorious, golden country that it is Israel. They can do no wrong, guys. They can do no wrong. And how dare you? Oh, let's quote the Bible. That's those that would go against Israel. I hate this. I hate this so much. It's going to get better, though, guys. It's going to get better. At some point. At some point. I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't.
We're big.
Especially the evangelical Christians. At some point, they got to wake up and be like, what the fuck?
10 party. We have people with lots of different ideas. You can agree with me about what the right marginal tax rate is on capital gains. That sounds great. You cannot allow disagreement on this issue to creep inside of our party, because it will be poisonous and it will grow and metastasize in ways that will be really difficult to get back. And so I've actually been encouraged over the last weeks and even last few months that the handful of folks who have behaved in ways that are inconsistent with love of the Jewish people and
gatekeep, love the Jews, or you're not a Republican. I don't have a problem with Jews. I have a problem with the people who would be like Jewish supremacists or Israel supremacists. I don't like that. I don't care if you're Jewish. Now, if you're one of the Talmudic Jews, let me be real clear. Oh God, the Stranger Things has gotten to me. No, but if you're a follower of all of the teachings of the Talmud, you're one of the bad Jews. I have a problem with you. If you believe that my Lord and Savior is boiling in a lake of shit, fuck yourself. You and your funny hats. I don't like you if you adhere to all of the teachings. If you're a strict follower of all the teachings of the Talmud, there's some disgusting things in the Talmud. Ugh. No. Now, does that mean all Jews follow the Talmudic teachings? No. That's why I don't have a problem with them. I don't have a problem with those Jews. I have Jewish ancestry, apparently. So I've been told. One of my brothers is a little bit more evident. But I don't know how far back it goes. It's like a great-great-great-grandfather or something like that in Germany. So I do have some German and Irish, or German, Irish, English, Welsh. Yeah. But anyways, let's listen to this traitor to the country talk a little bit more.
Being pro Zion, right? Zionists in the truest sense. Those of us who have stepped forward and said, no, that's out of bounds. That's unacceptable. And we won't tolerate that. It's really important, because your point is well taken. On the left, The ability to get this back has proven incredibly difficult. I think Senator Fetterman would say he doesn't know the path to get it back. I don't either. I pray one day that they will come to see this as the righteous thing to do and the way to behave. But inside of our party, we've got a long, consistent history, and we need to protect and preserve that.
Absolutely.
So there all that is. Great times, guys. So great. Cake and oh god, cake and pie. Nice, 17, George. Excuse me. Oh, is he going after the Black Panthers? Maybe. I don't know. But here's this. Head pats from the master, I suppose. It's what it feels like, guys. I don't know if it's actually the case, but it sure doesn't look good.
President Trump has broken so many conventions to the surprise of people, and then they figure out, oh, well, maybe, he was right after all. So we decided to break a convention too, or create a new one, and that is to award the Israel Prize, which in almost our 80 years, we've never awarded it to a non-Israeli. And we're going to award it this year to President Trump. This was announced formally over lunch by our Minister of Education, who's responsible for the Israel Prize. It's going to be awarded to President Donald J. Trump for his tremendous contributions to Israel and the Jewish people. Well, President...
Okay, there's that. They have an Israel Prize. Mark Levin said he was the first Jewish president while groping his shoulder. Trump didn't look comfortable with that. Why are you touching the president like that, Mark Levin? Why are you doing that? I don't like it. I don't like it. It was a weird look. This is a weird look. It's all a weird look. Got to call it what it is, guys. Can't not do it. Just very, very unpleasant feelings. Very unpleasant feelings about this. We'll see where things go. Probably nowhere good. I do have something here. So here's another clip. This is actually going to lead us into our next topic about Venezuela, guys, because I'm done talking about Israel. But here's Benjamin Netanyahu just for a couple more seconds, because Trump was talking about the Venezuelan land strikes. I don't feel good about this.
Can you say anything more about the explosion in Venezuela that you mentioned in the radio interview? Did the military do that? Can you share more details about
Well, it doesn't matter, but there was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs. So we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area. It's
Well, you can't just say it doesn't matter when you're asked if the military is the one that did it, and then you say we hit the boats and we hit the place where the boats are coming from. Yeah.
Implementation area. That's where they implement, and that is no longer around.
Well, let's hope that got destroyed more so than the Iranian ballistic missiles capabilities.
I don't want to comment.
Probably best to shut up for a second there, Trump. I agree. Yep, you probably shouldn't say more. But apparently we are striking Venezuelan land targets, guys. Land targets. Blow up all voting machines and code. Yeah. So we do have an article here from PBS. I don't think we've ever actually read an article from PBS here in the Dozer Den, but let's get after it. Don't forget to repost this stream, guys. I will be shouting out the reposts as we go along throughout the stream, because I do appreciate you guys sharing the stream out, liking the stream. We have 17 people watching here on Rumble. Only 10 likes. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, go ahead and give it a good smashing. If you haven't reposted the stream, reposting does help. So, what's up, Bob of Atlantis? Good to see you. What the fuck? What are we talking about? Let's go ahead and get into this PBS article about Trump hitting Venezuelan land targets. Trump says U.S. hit a facility alongside shore where alleged drug boats load up. This sounds like an act of war. You're bombing another country's landmass. The international waters, I could see the discussion around that being a sketch, but I'm fine with that. If they have drugs on those boats, bomb the boats. I don't care. Bombing the actual land of another country, yeah, you're probably that's war stuff, I would say. Oh shit, go away. Palm Beach, Florida. President Donald Trump has indicated that the U.S. has hit a dock facility alongside a shore as he wages a pressure campaign on Venezuela, but the U.S. offered few details. Sterling is alive and well. He just sent me some video clips of him in human form. Well, there you go, Sam Duty. He's been working on some stuff, apparently. Trump initially seemed to confirm a strike in what appeared to be an impromptu radio interview Friday. And when questioned Monday by reporters about an explosion in Venezuela, he said the U.S. struck a facility where boats accused of carrying drugs load up. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that! Look at that! We spoke him into being, Sam Duty. Look at what you did. Good to see you, Sterling. Common Censored. Guys, if you haven't followed Common Censored yet, follow Common Censored. Streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6:45-ish Eastern for about 3 to sometimes 4-ish hours. Depends on how froggy he's feeling. Yes, it says, Merry Christmas, everybody. Sorry I've been absent doing impromptu work that will change everything. Hope everybody is well. Big love to Bulldozer and the gang from Connecticut. Thanks, bud. Merry Christmas to you as well, and a happy new year on the way. Hope you've had a good one, man, and praying for good things for you, man. Hope things, whatever endeavors you happen to be currently pursuing, I wish you success, because it sounds quite interesting. So good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you. Sorry I haven't popped in for that. All good, man. All good. Been a black hole of logos work. Get after it, man. Get after it. All good. Appreciate you popping in, guys. Appreciate you popping in. Buffett Lance, I got censored to the first part of your rant. Just pissed Trump is so vain to sell us out to win the Jew prize. I mean, yeah. Oh, God, used it. Yeah, there are some words that Rumble does not let you use because the App Store. Their live chat does have some censors. So it is what it is. You just have to get creative with how you put it in the chat. Sometimes you just add an accent mark over a vowel, and that should work, I think. But don't get. I will say my live chat is up over there, so I do have a life outside of the interwebs. So just keeping that in mind. Keep that in mind. But yeah. It is rather frustrating. And then apparently we're going to war with Venezuela. I don't know. I feel Juice. Yeah, Juice works. Juice. Apparently. You did a welfare check on him? Good job, Sam Duty. Sam Duty, have you found my lighter yet? I think it's still in Oklahoma. It might be at a Quick Trip or something. I don't know. That's why I started to take to light pill, no censoring. Locals doesn't have any censoring except in the dozerden.locals.com live chat. No genitalia and no threatening to end people. Only two really restrictions that they have there. Other than that, you can pretty much post whatever you want. Success for me will be success for all of us. Just wait. Oh, look at that. You tease, you. Good stuff, man. Let's see. Back to this from PBS. So there was a major explosion in the dock area where they load the boats up with drugs, Trump said as he met in Florida with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the demon. They load the boats up with drugs. So we hit all the boats, and now we hit the area. It's the implementation area. That's where they implement. And that's no longer around. God, reading his words in print is funny. A lot of implementation going on here. Some would say the most implementation. We should bomb it all. Bomb the implements. It's part of an escalating effort to, look at that, escalating effort. Good writing. To target what the Trump administration says are boats smuggling drugs bound for the United States. It moves closer to shore strikes that so far have been carried out by the military in international waters in the Caribbean Sea and Eastern Pacific Ocean. Trump declined to say if the U.S. military or the CIA carried out the latest strike or where it occurred. He did not confirm it happened in Venezuela. I know exactly who it was, but I don't want to say who it was. But you know it was along the shore, Trump said. I don't know, Mr. Joe Man. I didn't give you the address for the fishing hole. I didn't. I'm not the only person that owns like a part of that, so I would have to get permission from everybody else, and you would have to fight off the meth heads that skitter about. I found a cushion and a fitted sheet out there, and alcohol bottles. It's in Oklahoma City. I do want to go back out there and do some fishing, though. I might be going out there later this month. I don't know. Won't be probably doing any fishing, but because it's going to be cold, because January does that. Trump first referenced the strike on Friday when he called radio host John Katsimatidis during a program on WABC radio and discussed the U.S. strikes on alleged drug-carrying boats. The attacks have killed at least 105 people in 29 known strikes since early September. I'm fine with the boat strikes, not the land strike. That sounds like war. And it's what is it good for? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know if you read or saw. They have a big plant or a big facility where they send the, where the ships come from, Trump said. 2 nights ago, we knocked that out, so we hit them very hard. Not soft, quite hard. Any additional details in the interview? Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth or one of the U.S. military's social media accounts has, in the past, typically announced every boat strike in a post on X, but there's been no post of any strike on a facility. The Pentagon on Monday referred questions to the White House, which did not immediately respond to a message seeking more details. The press office of Venezuela's government did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Trump's statement. Trump, for months, has suggested that he may conduct land strikes in South America, in Venezuela, or possibly another country. And in recent weeks, has been saying the U.S. would move beyond striking boats and would strike on land soon. In October, Trump confirmed he had authorized the CIA to conduct covert operations in Venezuela. The agency did not immediately respond to a message seeking comment Monday. Along with the strikes, the U.S. has sent warships, built up military forces in the region, seized 2 oil tankers, and pursued a third. The Trump administration has said it has in an armed conflict with the drug cartels and seeking to stop the flow of narcotics into the United States. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has insisted the real purpose of the U.S. military operations is to force him from power. Maybe. White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles said in an interview with Vanity Fair published this month that Trump wants to keep on blowing boats up until Maduro cries uncle. Okay, then. Say uncle, Maduro. Say uncle. I'm going to keep giving you a noogie until you say uncle. Oh, look at that. Another boat blew up. I'm sorry. Not. Everything's it's got to be, we got to have some fun with it because everything is a bit fake and gay. Okay? Everything is a bit fake and gay. See? Fake, gay. Fake, gay. Everything merges. There's a Venn diagram. Kamala Harris liked those, guys. You remember? Remember she liked those. Yeah. Fun times, though. Fun times. Let's see. So is that Choctaw area? I'm not even 100% sure. I would have to ask my uncles for the address or the pin because I think we had to find it on a pin. It was around some shady looking gas stations. I think it was on the outskirts of Oklahoma City. It might have been in Choctaw area. I don't remember. Yeah, anytime we go out there, it's been, like I said, it's been a decade since I've been out to that pond lake. It's a lake. It's a good size spot. I'd love to get out there, and we honestly should just sell it because nobody else is taking care of it. The people that live out there don't. But fake and gay, fag, exactly. Oh, we'll be all right though, guys. We'll be all right. Let's see. So, like I said, the international water strikes, I didn't really have that much of a problem with, but I do have a bit of a problem with land strikes. I don't see how this is not war. I just don't. It feels like war. The oil takers too. It's like, what are you talking about? You're using an old, the justification for that was off as well. I don't know, guys. Don't forget to share this stream out with your loved ones, friends, family, ex-girlfriends, boyfriends, Zers, and friends. I'm not judging. Just keep it consensual between adults and preferably behind closed doors. We won't have a problem. We won't. Don't forget to repost. Comment in the comment section. Commenting is caring. Like the stream if you have not yet liked it. So we've got 11 likes, including myself, because if you're not liking your own show, what are you really doing, okay? What are you doing? But yeah, we got that going on. I would rather not have more war. I would rather not have more war. Yeah, I'll let you know, Sam. But sometimes you must say things that might instigate a personal level war with somebody, like this guy did on a plane.
Really appreciate if you could put those peanuts away as soon as possible. I'm gonna get the stewardess right now.
Ma'am, if my peanuts across the aisle, a crumb happens to get on you, and you travel it all the way to visit your granddaughter, and your granddaughter dies, maybe, just maybe, your granddaughter's not meant to be alive.
Oh my God!
All right.
Oh my God!
This has to be fake. This has to be fake. But damn.
I know. No, did you hear what he just said? I'm sorry. He just oh my God! He just insulted me and
Well, I mean, you deserve an insult.
insulted my granddaughter and said he wanted her to die.
I wasn't insulting her. I didn't say I wanted her to die. But the irony that your granddaughter is allergic to nuts when you're nuts.
Oh my God.
I really need this man to be escorted.
She just laughed. She laughed. She smiled at that.
This has got to be fake. So fake. But it's funny. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan. Okay, sometimes you gotta have that personal war with somebody. Sometimes you got to. It happens from time to time. Did you guys see Anthony Joshua got in a deadly car crash? The guy who beat up Jake Paul after letting it go way longer than it should have. Here's footage of him getting pulled out of his car in Nigeria. Really sucks. Sad story here. Anthony Joshua hospitalized after a fatal car crash in Nigeria. Less than 2 weeks after he knocked out Jake Paul in Miami, 2 people are reportedly deceased. According to ESPN, Joshua was in the back of a vehicle when a tire burst on the highway. The driver of the car lost control and slammed into a stationary car. We're trying to contact Anthony, and in the meantime, we don't want to speculate on how he is. But thankfully, it appears he appears okay from what I've seen in the images. We're awaiting more information on what's happened, and we'll update in due course. According to a witness, the person in the passenger seat and the person sitting next to Joshua are both deceased. And apparently, he only has minor injuries, so God was definitely watching out. Definitely watching out for him. Sad that the other 2 people didn't. It was their time, but that is how it goes sometimes. Oh, they're real. And can't be bothered to plan safe travel for their grandkids. Damn. No, Sam Duty acts like your sister. I'm sorry. I don't have any sisters. You guys want to see Thor? Well, I think his nickname's Thor. The Mountain. Half Thor. Bjornsson, one of the strongest men in the world. His dad, not as big as him, but apparently a fucking beast. Must have really long fingers. He said, I think I won the strongest dad argument.
If Luke can do it, no chance.
I mean, Thor's father is Odin.
The strongest brothers in the world. Okay? No choke. No choke. Nothing.
That's a heavy, heavy dumbbell. Like, that's a feat. I don't remember how heavy that is, but it's very heavy. And this guy doesn't look like he's that big, but he's got that old wiry man strength.
Just pure.
Mix it up.
Natural strength. Holy.
It's leverage.
Nice. Wow. Look. Try.
He's got longer fingers. That helps. Me, I would have no chance. I'd have to use both hands.
Yeah. He doesn't even train. Oh, Jesus. It's I don't get why his grip is so strong. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom?
Jeez.
Like, it's mind-blowing, huh?
That's insane.
It's mind-blowing.
Whoa!
Tom got it. Oh, nice.
By 250?
Try again.
It's crazy, man. Like, if Luke can do it.
It's freaking insane. That's a heavy dumbbell. But it's, a lot of it's leverage, a lot of it's grip, Paul will not retire. He's going to keep getting money because people keep watching his stuff because he's an entertainer. And, hey, it's a grift and it works for him. Get after it, Jake Paul. Get after it. I see here. Oh my gosh. I saw an interview with this guy on Redacted, and Clayton, this doesn't look good. Like, tell me what you guys think. Like, I tried to watch it earlier, the whole thing. It's like 67 minutes. Oh God, 6-7. The children have warped my mind. It's a great joke. 3 or 4 guys lifted, acting like it weighs a ton, and the new guy throws his ass across the gym. Yeah, it would be funny. But this guy that Clayton Morse had on Redacted, and I like Redacted, I do, but Clayton's had a couple freaking stinkers on here. Holden Collada buys this, apparently, the whole thing here. People living on the moon, living in the moon, multiple moon bases. Why did you write all the? Did you get the transcribe script out there? Yeah. Just tell me if you think this is nuts. I think this is kind of nuts. What's up, Sertorius? Good to see you. You wish Tyson could have unloaded on him. Yeah, it would have been nice to see Tyson hurt him.
To talk about was the moon base.
Moon bases.
And I've heard from whistleblowers, U.S. Air Force whistleblowers who've.
This guy apparently was a pool cleaner, and then apparently he's an artist, and apparently it's just so fake. Like, I cannot take this guy seriously, and Clayton should have vetted this guy better, in my opinion. But
been transported to the moon base, and I don't know. I know you can tell me. I think there are multiple moon bases, from what I understand.
Yeah, there is multiple moon.
I needed
bases.
the Illuminable.
There is an arc.
Needed the Illuminable. Didn't even get any donations tonight, but I'm taking the Illuminable out
on the moon as well.
Underground.
Underground. I think it is visible.
It is visible.
Yeah, I think.
Why are the rising inflection at the end? Is visible?
Is it on the dark side?
It is in between. I think.
Do we know where on the moon?
We do know where, and I think
maybe you could. Do you have any idea specifically, like? If I'm looking at the moon, because a lot of amateur astronomers are going to want to dial this in.
No, I do not know the exact location. Well, I can't give out the exact.
So which one is it? You don't know, or you can't give it out? Come on, like, how is Clayton's bullshit meter? I think that face says his bullshit meter is going off.
Location.
Okay.
There's a lot of different countries
it's just
involved.
Not
I know
facing
that.
us.
I know that there's another. I don't know if this is the first time people hearing this, but there's other people living in the moon that look Indian looking. And they got these egg.
Oh shit, we got Jeets on the moon.
Shape crafts. And they're connected to.
Is that where the scam calls are coming from? The moon? Shit.
Ancient India. I could tell you that. And they're living in the moon and they visit Earth now and then. And
every now and then I get a moon visitor.
We have captured.
And I try to say no.
Probably these egg-shaped crafts before. And I talked about it way before me interacting with a guy. His name is Lovint. And sometimes he picked me up in this egg-shaped craft as well.
And you believe he was an ET?
I believe he's a MT.
An MT. a moon terrestrial.
Yeah.
Right, a moon terrestrial. Wow. And he looks Indian.
So you think he's aiming? Okay, so you don't think he's taking it seriously, Bob of Atlantis? If he's not, it sounded like he was taking it seriously. Like, I tried to watch. This is hot up here. I got the heater on. I tried to watch the actual, because this is just a clip here, but watching the first 20 minutes or so, and I just kept cringing. I'm like, what's going on? Maybe it's because I was listening and I wasn't watching. So that might be the issue. I love Redacted. I love Clayton and Natalie's, dynamic and the stuff they cover, and they have really cool topics. But so you think it's Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, had all sorts of nutters on, just fun. I think Clayton is aiming for that sort of vibe. I hope you're right. I really do, because this guy is nuts.
They look Indian.
Yeah.
They look Indian in.
So he would pick you up in this egg-shaped craft. Is that egg-shaped craft similar to what was recently revealed in that News Nation report a few months ago?
Yes, sir.
Almost identical.
All right.
Identical.
All right, Bob Atlantis.
I think, yeah. It looks similar.
The pilot described that crash retrieval as being overwhelmed, like an overwhelming connection spiritually to this thing.
Yeah. They're really spiritual people. They still have their traditions. they're really spiritual. Like they're way advanced because they implement the spirituality with technology.
Right.
So cool.
One of these days, I'm going to get one of those Rumble blocks, guys. One of these days. By the way, if you haven't followed the channel yet, follow the channel. Spread the word. We must welcome more killdozers here into the Dozer Den.
So you were transported to the moon how many times?
I remember once.
Once. And it was just you individually or with a group of other members of the
group of other people.
In this egg-shaped craft?
No.
In a different craft?
It looked like a TR-3B.
TR-3B?
Triangular military craft that we have. Yeah.
Do you remember how long it took you to get there? Was it near instantaneous? Was it a few minutes?
I blacked out and I opened and I was there.
A U.S. Air Force whistleblower we've had on the show talks about her experience walking into almost like a Stargate
17, George.
facility,
I got sick of shitting
which
all
would
over
be in a
Canada.
small room, and walking into a Stargate facility where they've been transported to the moon base. Does that exist?
Yeah. We have on different bases, we have massive.
The Stargate thing might be legit. But this guy can't just say all these things and not have any evidence to back it up. He did show some pictures. I did see that. So I was listening to it on the way to work. So I was trying not to watch. I was trying to just listen.
Technology that even a ship can go through this gate and end up somewhere else.
Fascinating stuff. Fascinating. Guys, how could the Somali fraud have taken over Minnesota? Well, liberal white women. That's how. Why are they washing their arms with Calpy? Why? Oh, that's on the face. The face. You put it in your face. Did you do that? No. 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 Stop it. Get some help. Crazy white women, guys. Crazy white women. She's one of the wives now. The Moon Barbershop gives short haircuts. Apparently, she's agreed. Oh yeah, they're getting kickbacks. That Somali fraud, they're getting kickbacks. That's what's happening. It's a Muslim thing. I thought it was Indian. Muslims do that? Why? I didn't think that was a Muslim thing. I thought it was a Hindu thing. I know the Hindus have the poo festivals. Check this little dude out. He's a future hunter. He's going to get him a buck someday. Also, protect your child. That's a large animal. That might be AI. That might be real. That does not look like a whitetail. That's not a whitetail. That's big. That's a muley. Bam! Hit him with a Nerf.
You shot him.
Got his ass. Good shot. You know?
You shot him.
He'd probably run for a little bit from that shot, but he didn't wait for a broadside. Give him a couple more years of practice, guys, and he'll get it. A couple more years of practice, and he'll get that broadside shot. He might have dropped it, though. He'd drop that one shoulder to be blown out for sure. Maybe it'd gone through the spine. So he might have dropped right there, but he'd have to finish him off with another Nerf gun. Okay? A little bit more powerful Nerf gun. Good distance for that little Nerf gun, though. Not going to lie. And the deer was like, what the fuck? Fuck, bro. I'm just chilling here. Trying not to kill the child because a deer will kill a kid. Deer are vicious, man. Like doe, especially if they've got a fawn, which it was winter there. They're not, but might have a youngish kind of one still maybe. But if a doe or a buck wants to hurt you, they can hurt you. They're very strong animals. They have sharp hooves, and the bucks have antlers. There's a couple right there. I still haven't finished the plaque for my one that I got this year, but yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. Also very nice. One of the best clips from Elon when he was still with Doge, after he took over X, guys. After he took over Twitter, turned it into X. It's one of my favorite clips.
Don't advertise. You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean? Somebody's going to try to
Sweet, sweet, beautiful autist you.
blackmail me with advertising? Blackmail me with money? Go fuck yourself.
Go yourself.
But go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob.
Bob Iger.
What do you do? F-Y. What I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place
17, George.
is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them. Okay? Don't advertise.
I love that. That is the fuck you energy that we need. We need that. He's not a native-born American. We can't vote him in as president. And also, it probably wouldn't be a good thing because everybody would have a chip in their brain. Might be the mark of the beast. Who knows? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. You know what I do know? What I do know? Kids with disabilities need assistance, and this little kid with a disability is kicking ass and taking names, and it is inspiring. And fuck the Somali fraudsters that would take funds away from a kid like this. The deepest depths of hell for them.
Good. This back. Pull them up. Okay, we'll count to 3 and do one big.
Get it, little man. You don't need help. You got this.
Pull up. Okay. No. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Pull.
A little bit of help. Got it.
Good. Straighten it out. Good. Now step up. Good. You got it.
Get it.
You got
Get it.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. You got it. Pull that foot up. Good. Good.
Got it.
Good. See? Wait. Hey, you
Got
did
it.
it.
Freaking Chad.
Okay, pull up just like we did before. You got it.
These are life skills. These are things that he's going to have to know how to do. It sucks. He's got a disability that he was born with, most likely, but you help him out with it. This is a bit of physical therapy, occupational therapy stuff. This is good. Sucks in the moment, but it's good.
You want me to hold the baggie? Okay. Pull it up. Let's try. We'll start. Try again on 3. 1, 2, 3. Almost. Push it.
Get it.
Push it.
Get it.
Good. Straighten it
Beast
out.
mode.
Straighten it out.
Beast mode,
Good.
guys.
See, that was so much easier. Good.
Absolute Chad. Absolute
Okay, hold
little
up.
Chad.
See, you didn't even need my help. You didn't even need my help.
That's a good mom. If that was his mom, could have been the physical therapist. I don't know, but that's inspiring. It's inspiring for me, guys. Look at that. Look at that. We started off with some negative energy. We had some good energy. Now we're going to talk about Stranger Things being gay. Guys, we're on our third topic. We're not talking about new stuff, but we are talking about Stranger Things being gay. So, if you are still watching Stranger Things and you don't want spoilers, now would be a time to probably mute or, go do something else. Leave the show running. Leave the show running, of course. Don't turn it off. But maybe mute it for a little bit because we're going to talk about Stranger Things, guys. Stranger Things is something that I have watched since the beginning, and I think it's a pretty damn good series. Very well written, in my opinion. I think the acting is great. It's got that nostalgia vibes. This season's been a lot of product placement, whole lot of product placement. They've been getting after it. They even have commercials that are with the cast of Stranger Things doing for Tide and insurance and stuff like that. And I'm just like, it's campy. It's campy. I like it. It's cool. Stranger Things, about a group of kids, nerds, Dungeons and Dragons types of guys. What's up, Wise Elk? Good to see you. Yes, exactly. It's about these kids, a group of nerdy kids. They play Dungeons and Dragons. Their friend Will ends up getting snatched by a freaking and it goes into the Upside Down, which throughout the whole series, we're pretty much under the impression that it's an alternate dimension, which I guess it still kind of is. But they're trying to point to this interaction in the first season where Winona Ryder's character, which is Will's mom, I forgot her name in the show. She's important, but I forget her name. She's not Miss Wheeler. Miss Wheeler's the other one. But she talks about, I guess, her boyfriend or her Will's father called him a fag or something like that. And Hopper asks, well, is he? And then she's like, he's missing. That's what he is. And they're trying to say that was where the gayness started. I don't think that's the case. I did not get the vibe that Will was gay until last season. Last season, fourth season, yeah, there were absolutely some signs, some signals that they were going to build Will up into being the gayness taking over. Now, third season, I think, is where they had the lady, the female in high school. I forget her name, but where she was like a lesbian. The thing is, though, they did it in in like a not forced way. It wasn't cringe. It was just like she's gay. All right? She likes ladies. She likes the freaking. She's a rug muncher. Whatever. And it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. They did it correctly. There's a way to incorporate that because there are gay people. They happen. I know, small percentage of the population, but they're out there. You know, Shitter Steve, shit. There was a school shooting at the Somali Leering Academy in Minnesota. Nobody was hit. People are getting hung up, though. I will say this: people have gotten hung up on the daycare aspect of it. It's not just about childcare. There's the adult daycares, the home health care. There's the kids with autism, those services, the healthcare services. There was a multitude of different agencies and providers that were fake shell companies that were getting millions and millions of dollars from the federal government through the state of Minnesota. Serious fraud. Serious fraud. It's not just about the daycare stuff, but that's the big one because the leering kids and that it sticks out. Yeah. But if people watch the actual whole 42 minutes, which we did the other night, that was before the Dozer Den DJ hour. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Central. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 3 to 4 news topics with palate cleansers sprinkled about. Saturday streams is a hangout stream, a decompressed stream, a chill stream. But of course, we take music video requests on Saturdays for the Dozer Den DJ hour, where you can rock out with your cock out, jam out with your clam out. Those are the only two options, and if you're intersex, I ask that you please pick a fucking lane. Okay? Okay. Good? Pick a lane. There you go. Wise Oak with a slap of that peach. That's one of the emotes you get if you subscribe to Bulldozer74. Or if you're lucky enough to be gifted a sub, that's right, you can click that red present box and shower the chat with your love. Or spray the chat with your love. I'm not going to judge you based on what verb you want to use, okay? We talk about stuffing things here in the Dozer Den, stuff and things, not stuffing things like penis, Cheddar Steve. It's what's for dinner for Will in Stranger Things Season 5. So I have enjoyed the series quite thoroughly. It's been a good series. There have been... Last season, there were a couple moments where I was like, but for the most part, I think it's been a damn good series. Well written, well acted, well directed. You know, he gets pulled into the Upside Down, this alternate dimension, and each season kind of builds on the lore. Starts off with the Demogorgon, the creature that's got the flower, the teeth flower of teeth, toothy flower head opens up, crunches people, you know. And then the next season, there's Demi-Dogs, a little dog version of the Demogorgon. It's like a demon creature that comes and steals you and eats people. So, so you get butthole. Oh my god. The third season was kind of gross, like with the rats and the flesh from dead people and stuff like that. The third season was kind of gross, but then the Billy thing, or wait, was Billy in the fourth? Was that the fourth season? I don't remember. No. That was the third season because the fourth season was Vecna, which is like the demon guy who's like actually part of this. And of course, there's 11. They find 11 in the first season. She's this little girl with psychic abilities, telekinetic abilities, excuse me, and psychic telekinesis and psychic abilities, and can do all kinds of cool things. Can make him go splat sometimes. Closes a big dimensional portal at one point. Bleeds from the nose a little bit. There might be some brain hemorrhaging going on there, but it's largely a good series. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. But this season, guys, until the fourth episode, up to the fourth episode, wasn't bad. Was actually pretty good. I was liking the character arcs. There were a couple weird ones though, because like Nancy Wheeler, she's 80 pounds soaking wet. 80 pounds soaking wet, and you expect me to believe that she's some boss bitch now, some badass chick with itty bitty petite lady, but she's running around with a 12 gauge shotgun talking about how great of a shot she is. I'm like, this doesn't match at all with your character arc from the past 4 seasons. It's very similar to what Game of Thrones did, in my opinion. In the last season, where they just shit on everything. Game of Thrones last season, absolute fucking garbage. I fucking hate it. Screw those people. Not good. Not good. The Raven. Oh, why did you think I've come all this way? You literally said earlier you're the Raven, so you're not going to be the... Just stupid writing in Game of Thrones. Lazy. and fuck the fans, pretty much. We're getting some of that in Stranger Things season 5, episode 6, I think, because episode 7 is the last one episode, I believe. Episode 6, just not. There were. It's supposed to be action packed. There's a climax coming, and then you have a stop, and then all of a sudden, Nancy and the pothead guy are talking about how they're going to break up and how they're not good for each other, and they're on a table and stuff's melting all around them because of some exotic matter thing that Nancy shot because she's a dumb boss bitch babe who's got a gun and apparently knows how to shoot a fucking shotgun now. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what's happening. And then there's the scene with Max and Holly in the upside down / Vecna's little area of the upside down where they have the portals and stuff. And they have a 4-minute clip of them just girl power, go. And I'm like, stop it. Stop it. What are you doing? This is another 3-minute clip, a 3-minute segment scene in a spot where the climax is here. This is the action. This is the big stuff going on. If it was real, the monster would be killing you. You'd be dead. You'd be eaten. You'd be gone. You'd be sucked into the upside down. And you have the freaking tentacles in your mouth again. There are tentacles. It's weird. Kids are getting assaulted with tentacles. Let's see. They took all that time, all that missing time between seasons to weapons train. It's been 2 years apparently, or a year. That's what Max said. The mighty vaginas. Yes, mighty vaginas. It's just frustrating. I don't know where they decided to go with it. It's bothering me. I like the series. I just am sad to see the last season kind of do what it's been doing. And then of course, we haven't gotten to this point yet, but there's been a lot of conversation. Will, at one point, they're on this roof of a radio tower stabbing spikes into a Demogorgon so that they can use it as an amplifier to help Will access the hive mind again. And it's the tentacle always wins. Yeah. And while they're doing this, he's trying to figure out ways to covertly ask this lesbian how she came out to people and trying to get advice. Pretty much he's asking, without asking, how can I tell everybody that I'm a gay and I like the dick? Why is this on the top of your mind at this point? This is not necessary. We're trying to kill Vecna, the demon thing that is telekinetic as well and kills kids and sucks out their eyeballs and their brains. Let's kill the demon. Let's stop talking about the gay. And how crazy is it that you're traumatized orally by a demon when you're a young boy and then you end up being gay? It's what? Just too on brand. It's too on the nose, okay? And you gotta acknowledge it, because if you don't, you're just really just not paying attention. You're being dishonest with yourself. Let's be friends. Homo, you don't. Exactly. But there is a gay scene. I don't think we're gonna watch the gay scene because I haven't watched it yet. But it's 4 minutes of him with his friends, and they're coming out as gay. And oh wait, you know what? I do have here's a scene from Stranger Things season 5. Just to give you guys a taste of what's going on here. Completely. Yeah. Completely legit. Absolutely. Footage from the most recent season of Stranger Things. That's probably the scene. That's probably how it goes. But yeah, here, this right here. It's gets traumatized by a demon orally with a tentacle. Gets possessed. It's possession. It's not. People are like, oh, it's child rape. No, it wasn't. I think it was demon possession. But yeah, gets possessed and traumatized by a demon. Becomes gay. Why are you gay? Do you guys see him? See him in the background? Over there, Will's left shoulder on the right side of the screen there. Why are you gay? Because the demon, okay? It's the demon. The demon did it. We should find it. We should find the scene. That'll probably pop right up. All right. So Oh wait. We're streaming to YouTube today too, so they'll probably strike this, but Here's the someone had Grok rewrite the Will Byers comes out scene to better reflect the 1980s time period. I think this one is probably funny. I actually have not watched this yet, but I saw a bit of it.
Am a gay homosexual.
Ew, sick. Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't think now is the best time for an announcement like that.
Hope you didn't want grandkids, Mom, because this queen thinks girl parts are icky.
Dude, you like other guys? Nasty, dude.
Correction, I like you specifically. Hot stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. The last season, there was a freaking scene in the van where he was pretty much professing his love to him. It fucking happened.
How is telling us this going to help us beat Vecna?
Gonna stick my Stranger Thing in Vecna's upside down until he gets AIDS.
Dear God.
Fabulous! All right, I'm out.
Howdy.
Yeah, me too. Sissy rainbow magic.
Oh, no.
For Pete's sake.
No.
I will never, ever understand white people.
Probably a better version of it. Oh my gosh. So that happened. I didn't it's not a surprise to me. If you were paying attention to the last season, this was coming. Like if you were actually paying attention to the dialogue, to the vibes, it was coming. Yeah. Mhm. All right, we got another clip here. The Ugandan, why are you gay? Why are you gay?
I just don't like girls. I mean, I do, just not like you guys do. Why are you gay?
And it's like, okay, so part of me is like, it was the 1980s, 1987. So would this have been as big of as a production like in that time period? I don't know. I was born in 1990. Okay, you know, it just feels forced. Feels like this didn't need to be a scene. Didn't need to be a part of his character arc. Will's character arc before the 6th episode. Actually, well, the start of the 6th episode, pretty actually badass. Like he has a really cool character arc, and then they like nerf again, and then this. It's like, why are you doing this? Why? It didn't need to be this way. It didn't need to be this way, but they did it. Okay, they did it, and it's gay. I don't like it. He probably would have got his ass kicked if it was really the 80s. No one, then no one would care. I don't know. I don't know. The flame in coming out of the butthole guy would have been, God, would have been funnier. Yeah. I don't know, guys. But it's still worth a watch. I'm going to finish it at some point with Lady Dozer. We got like 30 minutes left of the series because I guess this is the last season. So I guess they're going to probably beat Vecna. At least I kind of hope. That's the way the series should end. But if everything else is going like this, then, probably a bunch of other stuff's going to happen. So I don't know. And we haven't done an ad read in a while. Should we do an ad read? Nah, not for 34 cents. So we won't. Oh, there's one for 50 cents. Let's make some money off the stream tonight. Guys, we're going to do an ad read for 1775 coffee. Guys, have you still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Well, guess what? Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped only 1,000 units. Very, very exclusive. You're getting the bold dark roast that hits hard, the smooth medium roast, and the vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus. No crash. You don't want crashes. All single origin, small batch, toxin free, and mold free. You don't want mold in your coffee. No, you don't. You won't get it with 1775 coffee. It's actually quite delicious coffee. I've had the dark roast. I've had a couple boxes of it. I've not ordered any more because I forget. But it is really good. But you'll also be getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's opinions. In a black 1775 tumbler. That's $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for the low price of $99. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 coffee blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Spoiler, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio, STUDIO, and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something, just like Rumble does. And you. Look at the graphic. Over there. It's very nice. Check it out. It's actually really good stuff. I enjoy it. A little pricey, but, you're paying for the good stuff, okay? You really are. That was 50 cents worth of an ad read there, guys. 50 cents. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I provided a little bit of entertainment and gusto with that ad read. Okay? That's the point. That's the point. Alrighty. All right. We are at about 2 hours. I said we were going to go an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm not going to be a dirty, rotten liar today, and we're actually probably going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. We talked about some things. We talked about Zelensky and Bibi, Israel 2.0 and Israel 1.0, respectively, hanging out in D.C. today. They were skipping along gladly to the just knowing that they run this country, apparently. It really sucks. I hate it. So we talked about that. We talked about Venezuelan land strikes. I think that's kind of an act of war, but, hitting another country's landmass, probably not the best thing to be doing right now. I thought we were going to new wars, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and raid some people on pill.net. We'll do cancel this podcast on pill.net, and then I'll find somebody here on Rumble. Last topic that we talked about, Stranger Things, guys. Stranger Things has gone gay. Very, very, very gay. Never beat Dean's 12-hour streams this way. He can have the 12-hour streams all to himself. I'm not doing that. I am a part-time streamer, and I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Central. I probably will be sticking to that unless, something changes. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe I'll add a 5th day at some point, but I think 4 days feels pretty right now. But no, I'm not going to be doing 12-hour streams. Dean can have fun with that. I've done a almost 7-hour stream before. That was nuts. But yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. He doesn't want them either. That's the joke. You can get at Val. It is what it is. He's at the whims of the internet. Once he starts streaming, he starts getting after it. Let's take a look here at the reposts on this stream. Wise Elk with a repost. Thank you very much. And thank you to the Dawn of Everything for the follow. He followed on X and followed on Rumble. Only one repost tonight. If you guys do repost, I will be interacting with the repost in the comments after the show. I do appreciate that. Helps the stream grow. Apparently, that's what I hear. But, well, there you go. A prostate the size of a softball. My God. All right, guys. All right. We are going to go ahead and raid somebody here on Rumble. Who are we going to raid? Who is live? Could raid Ricada. Let's raid the Nose. The Nose Pope. Talking about things and stuff and things, apparently. I haven't raided out to him in a minute. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Let me get this over here. Let's see. Appreciate you guys watching me. Even though I sound all cruddy. Before we raid, though, we will play the Dozer Den theme song. So we're going to rock out for a minute. I don't have my... there we go. It's in my other pets. My lighter and my knife, because I have a thing that I do. That's right. We do a little number. Do a little number for this, guys. Well, we are wrapping up for the night at a little over 2 hours. Let us play the Dozer Den theme song, and then I will send you guys on your way. There we go.
Land of
marching forward, no soul to save. Bulldozers wrath, tearing apart. Exceptionalism, fire in the heart.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Dozer Den. I'll see you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. Y'all have a good one.